Ooh. Sturgeon's in trouble again. Maybe. Perhaps. Allegedly. Sturgeon refuses to say if she kept pandemic WhatsApp messages. So, I mean, it sounds like it was a simple yes or no question. But, like any good government employee, she's refusing to give a direct answer, which is very common in government. Have you noticed? Former Scottish First Minister said she will be very clear to the UK COVID inquiry about any evidence she holds. Nicola Sturgeon has. Fuck off. Go away. Stupid websites. News websites want so much from you. If it's not spamming you with 30 pop ups a second, they're like, sign up for our newsletter, sign up for this, give us money. I wonder why they're so desperate for money and engagement. I wonder what could be causing that. Nicola Sturgeon has refused to confirm or deny allegations that she deleted some or all of her WhatsApp messages during the COVID pandemic. Now, it is a simple yes or no, right? And the fact that you're not answering, like, if I hadn't deleted messages, I would go, nah, I didn't. Go check. Go check. Go get Big Zuck to go into the servers and have a look, right? You'll see that I didn't, right? Bold as brass, just go, no, I absolutely didn't. That's how you know. See if someone comes out right away and goes, no, right? That's how you know. But see when they're like, and they try and direct it to other stuff, like there are politicians that what's that famous politician thing where when you ask a politician a question and they don't want to answer it, they'll say the real question is that we should be asking, and they'll ask something that they can give an absolutely glowing, amazing answer to, so they made themselves look good while completely avoiding the original question. But by the way, watch politicians do that so fucking much, man, because they're all dishonest liars, every single one of them. I think that's why I never get voted in. I can't lie enough. After questions emerged from the UK COVID inquiry whether the former Scottish minister had kept all of her WhatsApp messages, there were reports at the weekend that they had all been deleted. The inquiry's Scottish counsel, Jamie Dawson KC, stated that WhatsApp messages from 70 ministers and officials, including senior public health officers, some of whom were involved in 137 WhatsApp groups, had not been disclosed despite repeated requests. Very few messages appear to have been retained, he said, potentially in breach of requests to retain the records and legal orders to keep them, which were issued later. In her first public statement about the allegations, Sturgeon insisted that she was committed to full transparency. That's a buzzword that all government people say. They don't mean that at all. About her conduct during the pandemic, adding, I have nothing to hide. My sister in Christ. You work for the government, you have lots to hide. Yet, flanked by her former deputy, John Swinney, she was asked 4 times by reporters at Holyrood whether she had kept or deleted her WhatsApp messages, and on each occasion refused to say. On Monday, Humza Yousaf, her successor as First Minister, had said publicly that he had kept all of his WhatsApp messages and was providing them to the UK inquiry, adding to the pressure on Sturgeon. She stated on Tuesday she followed all of the necessary rules and was in the process of writing her third statement to the inquiry. She would be in breach of her obligations of confidentiality to the inquiry if she disclosed what that evidence said, she added. I will be very clear to the inquiry what I hold and what I don't hold and why that is the case, but let me say again, I wasn't a member of any WhatsApp groups, she said. I didn't manage the COVID response by WhatsApp. Pardon me. The uncertainties over Sturgeon's handling of her messages will be central to the evidence she is expected to give to the UK inquiry early next year. In May 2020, Boris Johnson, the then Prime Minister, pledged there would be a public inquiry. In May 2021, the UK COVID inquiry was formally confirmed. Lawyers for the COVID bereaved believe that they should have triggered a formal data retention rule for ministers, which unfortunately it looks like they didn't. In August 2021, Sturgeon promised all WhatsApp messages would be kept for a future Scottish public inquiry. In November 2021, the UK inquiry issued its first Do Not Destroy instructions. In June 2021 and again in February and October 2022, the UK government wrote to all devolved governments asking for all data to be retained. However, I don't think they have, and that's the end of the article. Yeah, they've definitely not retained the messages. There's definitely some fuckery going on there. I can say that with a great degree of certainty because these people work for the government. You can't trust them. You cannot trust them at all. These people, like, see how the way you would approach a used car salesman, where he acts like your friend and he's there for your best interest. Let me get you a good deal, big guy. You can fit a lot of fucking lies in this bad boy. Like that's the way you should approach government. Like, because they'll act like they're there to get you the best deal, and they're there for you, and they're there to help you out. But at the end of the day, they're there to fill their own pockets, and they don't care about deceiving you in order to do that. right? So basically, if anything that comes out of their mouths is probably a lie.